Hey folks, welcome back to another episode of Crafts with Corey. So today's episode is another helmet video. I have been asked to work on a helmet for somebody. Today what we're actually going to be doing is recreating a American Red Cross military welfare, no it's actually, yes, the American Red Cross Military Welfare Service Field Director's helmet. It's a mouthful. Hopefully I'll post the photo of the helmet that we're recreating is as a screenshot, whatever, thumbnail. Thumbnail, that's words are important. So I am recreating this helmet for a friend of mine who will be portraying a field director for reenacting, for World War II reenacting. So during World War II, helmets, U.S. helmets were modified all sorts of ways. Every country modified helmets. The big thing you see is insignia, rank, different branches, that kind of stuff. This is no different. So my friend has a photo of this particular helmet with a specific cat badge. So the field director actually took the cat badge off of his service cap and mounted it to his helmet. So today, that's what we're going to be doing. Now, how this is going to work. First of all, disclaimer, okay? In the last helmet video I did about painting chaplain insignia on a helmet, I got a comment about destroying a piece of history. Fair. Okay, fair. Normally, if it is a good condition helmet, I don't touch them. If it has original paint, provenance, I won't touch it. Leave it as is. However, here is the thing. This is a completely redone helmet. I did not redo it. My friend bought it this way. Completely redone inside and outside. It is an original rear seam helmet for you nerds out there. But here's the thing with helmets. By 1945, the standard M1 helmet, they had made 22 million helmets. That's a lot. Okay. So us as reenactors, we find all helmets in all sorts of conditions. There's 22 million of the things. If we modify one or two or whatever, a small number, I don't think it's going to be a big deal. I don't think that is a big deal. I think it's fine. There's millions of them, and we're, at least in my opinion, we're helping to tell a different story with whatever we choose to do with them. This particular helmet, there's no name to it. Don't know. It's being completely redone. It's nothing special. So by doing this modification to this helmet, I don't think I'm destroying history or anything. In fact, I'm giving this helmet a new life, being able to tell a different story. So I think it's pretty cool. Plus, it's a customer's helmet. Like, I'm not doing it for myself, I'm doing it for somebody else. So, yeah. Anyways, back to the hat badge. So, I need to put this hat badge, there we go, on this helmet right on the front. Now, here's the thing. This hat badge is a lot more rare than this helmet, so I don't really want to modify this hat badge. The customer really doesn't want me to modify this hat badge. Now, the thing with this hat badge is it is actually screwed on. Focus. Focus. There we go. Okay. So it is screwed on. So there's a little round nut. Come on. And a screw post. So I can't modify this. Excuse me. So how am I going to do this? I am actually going to have to drill a hole in the front of this helmet to mount this. Now, immediately people are going to be, horrors! Oh no, how dare you do that? Well, here's the thing. If I pop out the helmet liner here, you're going to see a little screw in the, or a little hole in the middle. This is an original liner, okay? What that hole was for, at least my understanding is, you could take insignia like this and put it there and attach it. Ow. Okay, so the liner was meant to do this. So how I'm going to attach it to the steel pot, I think is going to be pretty simple. I'm going to assemble the two parts. I'm going to look in the helmet. I can see where the eyelet is right there. I'm going to mark that and then I'm going to drill a hole from the inside all the way through. Theoretically, this should work. We'll see how it goes. So I'm going to get everything lined up, and I'll take you through the entire process. All right, rearranged it a little bit. So I lined up the liner. I lined up the chin strap bales, basically lining up everything inside of it as best as I could. This is not going to be perfect. It's not going to be spot on. Actually, I'm going to do one more little adjustment here. And then using a clamp, I am just securing it so it doesn't move. So, I'm taking, literally looking at the two chin strap bales here, lining up everything. Make sure you're all centered here. Kind of weird working like this, but that's fine. Okay, I'm just going to scooch her over just a little bit. Just eyeballing it here. It's not going to be perfect. I kind of have to cut things in the middle here. Alright. Then just use my clamp to secure it here. Okay, so make sure we're lined up here just so you can see what I'm doing. Maybe. I think you can see, hopefully. Alright, so I'm just going to take a pencil. Mark that. Make sure we're sitting right, sitting pretty. So theoretically, that's all lined up. Just took a little pencil mark and marked it there. I can't actually see if you're seeing anything or not, sorry. Literally, I'm just drawing a pencil mark through the eyelet. Last chance to make any last minute decisions. Eyeballing it here. I think that's going to be straight on. Yep. I think that's it. Let's shoot for. Okie dokie. Welcome back. So now I have my little marked hole right there. So that's going to be where we drill the hole. So next up, also apologies, I do have the air conditioning running in the background because it's hot. Let's see here. I'm going to find my center punch. There it is. I'm actually a little worried about this because these are helmets. They're supposed to stop, shrapnel. They're going to be a little tough to drill through. Little worried, but we will see what happens here. Okay, so we will see what happens. All right, so center puncher, my handy dandy Harbor Freight center punch. Now, surprising how loud center punches are. Do a couple for good measure here. Okay, now I gotta find a appropriately sized drill bit. Where's the camera? There's the camera. Nope, there's the camera. There's the camera. Appropriately sized drill bit that will focus. Fine. Appropriately sized drill bit that will fit that. Also, there's two little prongs on the back of this. I am gonna bend those flat. My friend is fine with that happening, so no problem. So. Pull out our handy dandy drill index. Again, Harbor Freight, yeah, whatever, it works. Now, I'm actually going to use the hole in the middle here as kind of a rough guide to kind of get me in the ballpark. Let's try this one. Yes. Okay. Hey, there we go. Alright, so for reference, this is a .161 drill bit. .161. This is a number 20. Okay, so that's going to fit perfectly in that. You can always go bigger. You can't go smaller. So that is it compared. I think I'm actually going to go a little smaller just to start off with. But I know that that is a good starting point. Let's try .152. I think I can even go a little smaller. Again, I can always go bigger. can't always go smaller. Alright, that's a little better, a little closer to size. So, this is a size .140. We'll start with this, and if need be, we'll go up to the 161. Yeah, that works. Get my handy dandy screwdriver, electric screwdriver, drill machine. Let's downshift this baby. Maybe. Start slow. Okie dokie. Here goes nothing. Now, I can't get a straight in, probably. Yeah. So this is the best I got. It's walking. It's walking. Don't want that. Don't want it to walk. Am I going to have to smack you with a hammer? I think I'm going to have to smack you with a hammer. Good more wax. Again, I may not be able to do this. Just FYI. Yeah, it's getting scratched up. This helmet will... Well, I'll pretend like I'm protecting it. This helmet will be aged and kind of beat up, kind of get weathered a little bit. Not too terribly worried. So I'm going to start with a smaller drill bit. Couple of chips. Yeah, nothing. Okay, well, I gotta take this to my drill press. Maybe I'll reposition you. We'll see. And we'll go from there. Hey, you know what? So this is how we learn. So I'm kind of at a loss. My big drill would just walk all over the place. Yeah. I guess steel helmets are a thing. And they're meant to be protective. So, we're going to try some redneck stuff. Dremel. No idea. But, it's about my only thought left. Can I get this? There we go. If I can just get a hole through this, I can probably get the actual drill to work better. I just need a deeper hole, deeper divot for everything to catch. So let's try it and see. Okay, welcome back to day 2 of this project. Who knew that drilling one little hole, exactly one hole, would be so difficult? Who knew? Well, then you really think about it, remembering that this is steel plate, armor plate, that's not meant to have holes in it. So, I've tried a Dremel, I've tried my drill press, I've tried a handheld drill, I've tried everything. Well, not everything, because the next thing is we're going to go to these. I'm really hoping I can flip this, the backwardness, but that's fine. So, carbide tip glass and tile cutting drill bits. So, tungsten carbide tips. I'm hoping these work. A quick, brief Google search found somebody that suggested masonry bits for drilling through hard metal, hard steel. So, we're going to give this a shot. See how it works. Plenty of cutting oil as well. So, let's open up this guy here. And we're going to hope this works. We're going to do the smallest one first. So, where's the camera? There's the camera. There we go. Maybe. So, it looks like a pretty nice, kind of, hopefully going to bite in here. I am just going to try the hand drill first. We'll go from there. Eye Pro, Ear Pro. I've done too many loud projects that I don't want to lose my hearing any more than I already have. And I'd rather not lose an eye. So, here we go. Okay, a little bit of cutting oil. Here's hoping. I think it's cutting a little bit. Maybe. As long as it's not taking off anything. A little bit of wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. I feel it poking through. It's just starting to poke through here. I think we're getting, yep, right there. There's some drill shavings here. Let's make sure I've got enough space for it to come through. It's lined up. All right. I think this may be the one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. It works. Hooray! All right, that is the hard part. That I can clean up. Haha! It works. It works. All right. Awesome. Awesome sauce. So, how much bigger do I need to go in order to fit this thing? We may have this right on the first try. Oh, oh, it'll go through. Oh my gosh, it works. It worked great. That's awesome. Okay, well, I learned a couple things now. All right, let me grab a file and clean that up because there's a couple burrs. There we go. One of the best little tools I ever bought is a deburring tool. Really handy. Okay. All right, moment of truth. We're gonna put the two together. Let's see if we can line her up. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. This is my cackle if it works. Look at that. Look at that. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. I still have to bend the prongs out, but it works so well. Look at that. And I've got it on there, and I don't think it's going to impact anything. I don't think it's going to be on somebody's head. I don't think it's going to hurt. Look at that. That's awesome. Oh, I am so happy. Okay, so masonry bits for hardened steel is a thing. Yeah, I think it still takes a little bit of time, a little bit of patience to do it, but it works. Awesome. Well, I consider this a done project. I'm going to bend these out. Next part is going to be to weather this, but that's nothing. I'm not even going to bother filming that. So, yeah, masonry drill bits in order to drill a hole into a helmet, which you're not really supposed to do, but you know. Totally a thing, and totally works. I don't think I'm going to have to touch up any paint here. I may, after the weathering process, there may be a little bit of paint that I want to touch up. I could do that probably. But yeah, I'm so happy that this works. All right, well, hopefully that was supposed to be a quick crash with Corey. That turned out to be not so quick. But part of this whole thing, this whole YouTube channel, is trying stuff out and figuring stuff out and doing research. Literally, the idea for using masonry bits came from just like Googling, like, how do I cut metal? How do I cut hardened metal? And the thing that came up with was carbide and diamond tipped. So I saw these masonry bits and I saw that they were carbide tipped, and just right in the store I just Googled like using carbide tips to cut hardened metal, and it said a couple people had done it. So yeah, awesome. Well, this is going to be going the toolbox, and I consider this project done. So this isn't perfect at all, but it'll work for what we need it to be. So hopefully you learned something. Go out there and try some stuff. Don't be afraid to fail. Just go out there and try stuff. So thanks for watching. Excuse me, sir. All right, why are you now no longer working? Do I only get a couple? Okay. Do I need to light you up? Really? I've always heard that these center punches kind of go bad after a while. Fine. 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 Try lightening up a little bit more. Nope. Okay. Well, when you're poor, you get what you get. Alright, well, I got a couple out of it. Maybe that'll work. If I need to, I'll smack it with a hammer.